So Jim, first of all, welcome to Brazil for the first time to fight here. You only fought, correct me if I'm wrong, you only fought twice outside of the US, right?
I fought twice in Canada, once in England. Yeah.
How different it is? Because this time is a long trip down to Brazil. How does that affect you in terms of training, diet, and all that?
I mean, obviously with diet, it's a little bit different when we get down here. I brought a ton of protein bars and stuff like that, and they just ripped my bag apart at customs just looking for all the food. So yeah. But that makes it a little bit, it adds a little challenge to it, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to fight here. It's pretty cool. I love the intensity. I love the passion.
Did you find the protein bars you like here, or you have to adapt?
I have to adapt because the only words that I know in Portuguese are swear words and bad words. So I don't even know how to read it. So during fight week I just eat a lot of fruit, usually fruit and like nuts and stuff like that, and basically just raw stuff. So that's been pretty easy to find.
You have fought some of the best fighters throughout your entire career in the UFC. Fighting Trinaldo in Brazil, what is that? Do you see that as a step down in your career? Or do you think that he's a great fighter and he's a big challenge compared to your former opponents?
He's definitely not a step down. He's a dangerous man, and it's a great fight. And I look at every fight as just an opportunity. He brings a certain skill set that's different. I've seen just about everything. I've seen a wide variety of styles and body types, but he's got his own unique skill set. So it's a challenge, and it's an opportunity for me to show off my skills, and that's how I look at every opponent. That's how I look at my training partners. I got a mental list of all right, well, who's the guy that I need wrestling from? Who's the guy that I need striking from? So, it's going to be a fun fight, and it's one of those fights that can end abruptly, or it could be fight of the night. So, I'm looking to get in there, mix it up with him, and put on a show.
I spoke with him, and he said that he expects you to come with a boring game plan to come out with the win. How do you see this fight playing out?
I only know how to fight one way, and that's coming forward, and I'm gonna stand in the center of the octagon and meet him there if he shows up. So we'll see how it goes, and I feel like I got an advantage on the ground, so I'm obviously gonna try to take that advantage.
He has been submitted a few times in the UFC already, including his last fight against Kevin Lee. Is that how you see this fight ending with you winning with a submission? That's how I visualize myself beating everybody. So, there's a whole bunch of ways that I could end a fight, and it just comes down to me being on Saturday and doing my thing. If I fight my style, he's not going to be able to keep up. So, but he's also going to be trying to fight his fight. So that's where the fun part comes in, and we kind of butt heads. So we'll see where it goes. You're breaking a record of most fights in the UFC in this fight. Is that something special for you, or maybe special for us watching and cover this sport?
It's definitely it's pretty cool. Right now I'm tied with Michael Bisping, Matt Hughes, and Frank Mir. It's like those are legends. Those are guys that have definitely left their mark, and I feel like I've left my mark. So it's cool to be associated with those guys, and to be breaking away from the pack at least for a little bit until Michael fights. Is cool, but it's not what I necessarily set out to do. But like I said, it's a nice feather in the cap.
And after fighting for such a long time in the UFC, do you see yourself? You're obviously trying to get back in the win column. How
How far do you see yourself from a title fight? Because it's obviously your dream to fight for the UFC title. How far do you see yourself from there?
You know, it all comes down to the right matchups and you know, and performing. I don't see myself very far away at all. You know, I mean, Kevin Lee just got his opportunity at an interim title, ranked number 7. You know, and we've seen guys coming off of losses get title shots. So it's all about doing the right things and getting the right fights, but it's also about kind of building yourself outside the octagon, which isn't really the thing that I enjoy too much. But, you know, yeah, I mean, I know that I can compete with anybody in the world, and I'm ready to show it.
Is it a struggle for you to be more vocal, to promote yourself outside of the cage?
It's not really a struggle. It's just that I don't like being something I'm not, you know, and I have too much respect for this sport and myself and the fans to kind of put on this mask and pretend to be somebody that I'm not. You know, the same guy that you're talking to now is the same guy that'd be probably just standing in a corner against the wall, you know, in this room, and is the same guy that, you know, will go in and wear somebody's blood inside the octagon, you know, and not be bothered by it. So I just try to be honest, and I think that's the best thing that I can do that shows the most amount of respect and appreciation to the fans and to the sport as well.